Alrighty, we are live once again. Cool. What's up, everybody? My name is Gabriel Quinn. I am an illustrator, and I do biz dev and character design and stuff. And today we're just working on some cool things, just cool ideas, cool stuff. We're working on a project right now that I showed in a previous stream, I think a couple ago, So that's cool. We're going to be working on that more. But yeah, today we're just super chill, and we're only really going to be going for probably about an hour, I think. So no pressure on making this a long stream or any goals or anything. We're kind of taking a break from the ArtStation Challenge stuff and just kind of working on some other portfolio stuff, maybe. Just things for fun. Things for good fun. We got Klain in the chat. Welcome, Klain, and Manik as well. Welcome, bro. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're going to be choosing from some of the Sky Pirate stuff or some of the other work that we've got going on. I've been putting together pages for a portfolio book, to send to like studios and stuff and just to kind of have available, I guess. Who knows? We also got TXLR. Welcome to the stream, friend. We could develop the kind of clash image that we have in development for the two pirate crews. We could work on the airship more, maybe. This could be fun. We could work on the hangar scene, which I don't know. I'm kind of itching to work on this. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. We'll see. We could also do the captain page. We're figuring him out a lot. He's got this great relationship with this creature that we could bring into reality if we wish. We've also got, what do we got? Let's see. We could work on the Kel page. We could work on his expressions. That's something we kind of left off on. So I could return to that and do some fun expressions. We might do that, actually. That could be a good exercise for us. We could also maybe work on the composition of this battle scene. I'm still debating whether or not I want to restart this and do a whole other thing. But we'll see. Could work on the ship page or this is cool. I think this one's pretty good as is. This color key, maybe like a couple more things. I might put a couple more guys up so it's like more of a showdown, the kind of batty crazy pirates versus the circusy pirates, the feud scene. Could do some of the page layouts, or we have the other crew as well, which we could work on too. These are some fun characters we've got. Yeah, these guys are great. Man, we could just work on these guys, to be honest. We could just work on these guys, Not even much to clean up, to be honest. These were pretty fun as is. We could do a little bit of cleanup, but who knows? What up, Lashy? Welcome to the chat. Lashy and I and another person in the Discord just did another character design challenge, which was super fun. I actually want to show those because they were really interesting. So we did another character design challenge that we do twice, soon to be 3 times a week, which was really fun. So I'll show that. We did some cool stuff. So the brief for this time was, what was it? It was aloof and efflux, which is like flowing out, and also like aloof. And Lashy did this great drawing. Let me show it. This great drawing here. Look at this, man. It's a great little ice cream guy. Yeah, let me make it big. This great ice cream cone on the beach, And we do these in an hour, so this is very good. And I did this funky, strange, magical character who's like peering through a portal. And I had this idea that maybe this is like a spirit or something, that their aloofness is like cured with the wonderment of gazing into another dimension, or like another dimension is maybe like, I don't know. There's a contrast, or maybe the inverse of aloofness here. But I wanted that efflux pouring through. We didn't get a chance to fully express it with color, but an hour really forces you to be decisive. So we wanted to have a good time. And then Mila did a great entry. Look at this. This is so fun. Which was kind of this, I think her idea was an investigator who, was like all the cases they have and like all these notebooks and stuff on the trench coat. Such a cool idea. So we had some fantastic ones today. It was definitely more focused, which was sick. Yeah, it was interesting going from one where like a ton of people participated to one where like only a few. It was like the environment was unique, man. All of them are so fun. But yeah, so we could round out some of these characters. These were fun. I did these at a time where I was like feeling real loose, real expressive, you know. So this would be a fun thing to finish finally after like a year. We also have another page with the family, the kind of core family of this crew, with Papa Leo and his wife, who he just like hurls her. He like grabs her and then throws her, and she like has wings that open up. And the two sisters, Bruna and Allegra, I think their names were, which was pretty fun. What else could we work on? It won't be very much because that's a whole other IP, but it won't be much because we're only on for an hour today, but we're just gonna have some fun. We're just gonna have some fun. You know what? Let's do the hangar scene. I feel an urge to take a crack at this, and I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know. It's been a while since I've drawn like a scene like this. You know, it's been a while. It's been a minute, and I always make it into more than it needs to be. So we might just have some fun here and do this. So yeah. So yeah. Just gonna clear out my notifications and stuff. Isabel is tuned. We love Isabel. She's the best. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so today we're actually not going to be posting the link to our Instagram story. I kind of want to have some separation there, man. You know, I think like Instagram is Instagram and YouTube is YouTube, and I don't want to be one of those guys who's like, you know, very loud and being like, this is all the stuff I'm doing. So we've been tuning up the brushes that I've been developing for a while. This one's fun. This one is my sketch brush, which I like a lot. Lashy says, also, I love what we made. Chat, you should join. Yeah, definitely. If you're watching this back here live right now, anybody can join the Patreon Discord. It's just through the Patreon, which is in the link. Anyone can do that. It's just a fun community. We're focusing on art and drawing and painting and storytelling. Anybody can join. Even if you're not an artist, you can join, man. If you want to talk about story and about like creativity and stuff, it's a great place. All these things are transferable, you know? And DJ Khaled. Yeah, DJ Khaled's in there. It's not Lashy in disguise, don't worry. It's the real DJ Khaled. So, all right, let's talk about process for this piece. So, what's the goal of this? Well, this is the hangar bay for this giant ship. So we have the giant ship. Where is it? Here it is. We have this giant ship, right? Huge ship, giant ship. Like this little scribble supposed to be a little guy. So that's the scale. Huge ship. And we want to bring it down to about this size. This is the hangar bay area where the ships fly out and stuff and kind of swarm their prey or whatever, right? Lashy says, you can put PewDiePie, you look like him a bit. Yeah, I am a white guy. That's true. I do look a little bit like PewDiePie. It's true. It's true. Also, I'm noticing myself squinting. I don't have my glass. I don't even know where my glasses are. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses, guys? Let's find them. That's so weird. I don't know where they are. Oh. They were here the whole time, guys. Ooh. Oh, they're dirty, though. That's for sure. Look at how dirty these are. Can we see? Can the camera show how dirty my glasses are? Maybe. Probably not. Dude, my camera's too good at holding focus on my face. Also, welcome everybody to the chat. Martin Baez is here. Yo, yo, yo. Sweet. That's so funny. Alrighty, so yeah, we have this big pirate ship we're working on here. Pirate airship, mind you. We developed a lot of stuff in some past streams, so if you're joining now, you can go back to the airship stream. You can kind of like look at that and stuff. And I think a couple ago I reviewed a lot of the pirate world stuff, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Now, I have my glasses, but where's my stylus? Oh, it's in my pocket. It was in my pocket the whole time. It's like it was all a dream. All right, let's get set up here. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure everything's looking slick. All right, so it's a little punched in on me, I feel. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Lashy says, I really like that, and I wish I can draw too, but I'm so tired. Buddy, rest up. It's late over there for you, right? Yeah, definitely go to sleep, man. Definitely get that rest. We love sleep. On this stream, we love sleep. Sleep is epic. 11 p.m., buddy, you gotta hit the hay, man. You gotta hit that hay. Although we'll miss you. Sorry for going live so late, guys. Today's been intense. It's been weirdly intense, but in like a good way. So, okay, we have this hangar bay. So what do we want to say with this image? We want to say we're kind of on the inside looking at it, and we have like a close-up punch-in of these characters on the left. These are kind of some comedic characters that we have. Oh, Ayub's in the chat. Welcome, Ayub. We missed you during the challenge today. Lashy says, I did lots of stuff today, and the best part was the challenge. Let's go. Let's go. That's so good to hear, man. Yeah, so we definitely want the focal point to be this sick ship in the middle here. So we're going to isolate a couple of these elements, and we want to make sure that our values are good before we start drawing. We're also going to maybe... Oh, wait, we got to cut it. Well, before we do anything, let's just duplicate this folder. It's always good just to have a backup of what we've done. Just in case. You never know. Ayub says, I'll do it and submit it later. Yeah, you can always do that. That's true. It was great discussion, man. We had a really great discussion. It was so good. Yeah, we'll omit the text box for now and just have some space for compositional stuff. So let's imagine here for a moment we're just blocking this in here, right? So let's do some low opacity. We're just going to mess around a bit, eh? We're just going to mess around. So let's say that this side of the page is like going to be darker in value. I feel like I just want that to be the case. Things on this page are just going to be a little bit darker. Just a little bit darker. Wow, I was super messy with this layer. So we're going to go to our selection. This is a fun trick. If you ever have too much white, you can select via color range, and you can change it to a certain sampled color. For instance, we're going to choose white, and it shows you all the white here, and the fuzziness definitely increases how much it selects. So we're just going to try that. We're going to try a lot of it, remove it. All right, you still see the remnants around the edges, which is not super fun. Oh, it also took some out of his jacket. That's not good. That's not good. Selecting is always a gamble, man. It's always a gamble. A strange gamble, it would seem. Yes. So yeah, let's say this side of the page is darker, and we'll select this guy, and we'll remove it from the background just so this guy's a little bit lighter. We'll fix all this later, don't worry. Yeah, there you go. Oh, oops. Boom, boom, boom. All right, chat says, oh, just wholesome as heck. Lashy says, wait, someone posted a comment and it got deleted. Yeah, people can retract their messages, which is fine. So fine. Sometimes we make a typo or we don't want to say something. I definitely missed that one. Usually I see them before they get retracted, but that one I didn't see. So who knows what they said? We'll never know. We'll never know. So, okay. All right. We got this going on. And also this is going to be a scene, so we want to omit this. We're doing like a little value layout right now. So we're figuring out the composition. Baby. I think we make this dark on the top. Right? I guess dark on the bottom too. I guess it has to be, you know? I guess it totally has to be. I mean, it's the floor, so it kind of makes sense. If that was the... That looks nice, actually. That has a nice feel to it. We'll maybe imply some, like, piping and cool stuff in there. That'll be fun. Salmon's in the chat. Welcome, Salmon. Oh, we got everybody here. Now, anybody can retract their own messages. That's allowed. Right now, the channel has no mods. We got a spammer last time on stream. That was so sick. That spammer was lit. That was so cool. We're popping off, guys. Our stream is getting spammers. It's lit. Okay, so Moth said, popping in here to say hi and hope everyone's having a great day. Can't stay due to appointment, but hope y'all have fun. Those that saw my other messages on my wrong account, no, you didn't. That's so funny. That's so funny. HD's here. Welcome, HG. Lashy says, yo, Gabe, I imagine you can choose to dream whatever you like while you sleep and control it. What would you dream? I don't know what I would dream. You know, I always felt left out. Also, welcome, Nabs and TXLR. Please don't spam. Please. There is no mod. I don't want to have to turn on slow chat. But if I could dream anything, I always felt left out. Like, so many people were like, oh, I always have flying dreams. I have dreams where I fly. And for me, I don't know. I guess my brain missed the memo on flying dreams because I've only had like 2 in my life. So I feel like I'd want some cool flying dreams if I could dream about anything, I think. Right? What about you, Lashy? What would you dream about? Sick. Everyone's in. Let's go. All right. We're going to mid-tone this out, baby. Mid-tone it out. Let's go. Super messy block in, but we're just getting a feel for what we want, eh? All right. Then we're going to take a light value, and we're just going to go in, and we're going to mark up some areas. So this is going to get hit with rim light for sure. For sure. We're going to go on top now. It's going to go rim light, definitely rim light here for this guy. 100%. Things even outside of what we think might get hit by rim light can still get hit, which we want. So that adds some nice shine, right? Nab says, I've never had a flying dream. Falling, yes, but flying, no. That's funny. Salmon says, will you be coloring this or something? Yeah, I think I will definitely color this for sure. The coloring is not going to be too hard because this crew is very monochromatic. So it's going to be pretty, you know, grays, browns, blacks, maybe some yellow here and there, but nothing too crazy. Lashy says, yo, I had that. I did fly and I could control my flying. And while dreaming, it was like, okay, Lashy, you are dreaming and you can fly. Like I knew I was dreaming and it felt so real. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Lucid dreams, I've had some lucid dreams before. For sure. It's kind of funky. Man, enjoying our very, very tasty coffee today. We always put some cardamom and some nutmeg in our iced coffee. It's so nice. Spiced iced coffee, baby. Sometimes I forget this isn't as big for you guys, so I'll try to zoom in more, actually, so it's more engaging visually. So now, okay, so you know what we can do? We can honestly just leave the sidebar off and just kind of scroll some stuff in. Because again, this is super rough here, right? So we can imagine that the sky is peeking in from behind. And I would really say, guys, do not underestimate the power of painting in your background and painting in the light behind. There's something about it that can really change the way you think about your piece or change the way you think about the light. So I would highly recommend giving that a chance, giving that a try, for sure. There's a guy here. There's like the hook thing there. So doing this kind of black and white quick render, or not render, but doing the values, super helpful. So here's a general rule you guys can follow, and this of course is going to change piece to piece, but the highest amount of contrast is usually going to be the closest thing to you in the piece. So like the darkest thing is going to be the closest to you. So there's kind of this misconception, or when you start drawing, you think, oh, the background's darker and the foreground's lighter, but that's actually not necessarily true. HD says, I don't really have flying dreams, but jumping really high and levitating for a while. Oh, that's cool. Lucid dreaming is so great. Sandman says, only zoom in after the block in. Oh, only zoom in after the block in. Don't make the stream slow or hard on yourself. No, I definitely want to still keep it a little engaging, you know, and it's also good for me to punch in a little bit. Sometimes you can stay far away for too long. So that was a quick action I just used to fill. At some point I'll teach you guys how to do that. I've said that so many times, but I mean, everybody uses different programs, so it's not going to be a universal thing. So you don't want to teach things that aren't universal a lot of the time, especially if it's like technical stuff. But it matters, man. The little things matter. They add up. So we want some like cloth kind of here. Cloth like is keeping the exterior elements out while still maintaining a very open feel to the design, right? So I have this idea that these cloths are like kind of tied, mishmash, you know, overlapping and stuff, covering the sky behind. And again, yeah, keeping that open feel, keeping that very unique feel. We're going to have parts that are more open, parts that are more covered. But the idea is that like it's very one with the environment, which I think is kind of sick, personally. I always love that look. You know, the look of like, this is you know, tied on barely, maybe. Kind of like a tenty vibe. Lashy says, gotta go. Love you all. Really love this Discord. Sick. I'm so glad, man. This is what I appreciate about the internet, that if you choose, you can connect with very nice people. Heck yeah. Yeah, definitely catch the VOD, man, for sure. Sick. Sick. So HD asks, what are you working on right now? Okay, I'll do a quick recap. So this is a Sky Pirate IP I've been working on for a while now, actually. A good while. So I'll run you through some of the stuff we've done. We basically have two kind of feuding factions, if that makes sense. We have the kind of punkish pirates, which are led by this commander guy, you know, very dark, gritty, you know, very inspired by kind of like punk aesthetic and whatnot. And there's some kind of like armor pieces too. Yo, see you, Lashy. Take care. And this is a very noir vibe, gothic vibe almost. And he's got this big cat friend and stuff. And the members of this crew are pretty wild, like pretty funky guys, like Kel. You know, Kel's one of my favorite characters I designed for this crew. He's really fun. And then they have some cool ships, like the Popper that comes and pops other ships and whatnot. It's pretty fun. Here's like a scene of the kind of key conflict where the baddies are like the darker pirates, like burn down the circus of the other crew that we will come to know and love. These are some more scribbles for these guys. And then the kind of circusy pirates, which are these fun friends. They're really cool. They have some fun dynamics, much more colorful, much more light and bright. I think I had some stuff for them. Yeah, we had some stuff for Allegra, this character, which we never finished, which maybe we want to. We'll see. But Allegra's cool. Cool design. Cool character. Do we have one? Yeah, this is the original. This is another sketch for this page. But yeah, so just like sky pirates, they're in the sky, they're pirates, you know, having a good time. And we're doing a little value block in for what we want the hangar scene to look like, which will be pretty fun, I think. Simon says, "Is this on a ship?" Question mark. The fire and the guy with 3 swords. Who's the guy with 3 swords? Is this on a ship? It's on an airship. Yeah, this is the hangar of a giant ship. So the ship is this giant ship. And the hangar is like this section here. So this big hole that we're looking at, maybe, or we'll see what ends up being the thing. I thought it was on a volcano. Oh. She says, "So cool. The key painting is amazing." Yeah, man, we're getting into the world of color keys and story art, man. I'm definitely wanting to stay more in animation and stay away from games. So key art, color keys, it's great to learn that stuff. It's really great. So lasso tool is going to help us here stay fast. So these sheets are maybe like a little bit, well, they're going to be dark, so they're not actually going to be illuminated very well, are they? They're going to be hit a little bit with light from like here and there, like if there's like a little bit of an overlap or something, where light could be like pouring in, like a smidge. We could have like a smidge of light coming in here and there, but not too much. And we definitely want this whole opening to like kind of be putting everything else around it sort of in a haze. It's going to be part of the goal here. And when we put things in a haze, what that's going to do is it's going to allow this piece here to really be punchy. Or we want it to be punchy. Whoa, where are we? There we go. So we're going to bring back the midtones, and we're going to draw in some elements of this front ship thing. We don't really know what it is. We're just doing a quick little color moment, you know, nothing too, or a little value moment, nothing too solid or certain, right? Strange. Okay. There we go. Nice. There's going to be a guy here on it being like, my ship, you didn't do the thing I wanted or something, right? There's going to be some drama there. Who knows what it is. And we're going to have these big wings. I'm imagining these wings like extend out in like a really cool way, like bat wings, you know? Something really cool. So you feel that, like, you know, when it flies out, like you really feel like this cool swoosh. That'll be fun for sure. For sure. Bit of a quick stream today. Yeah, we're not going to be on for too much longer. Let's do a time check. Yeah, about half an hour more. Sick. Okay. And this section is kind of descending into the background. We want it to almost be fading back like a little. Like it's close enough to be fading back a little bit. Hey, we got Colin. What up, Colin? Colin's the reason we're only on a short stream today. I'm hopping off in about half an hour, and then I'm going to go meet Colin, and we're going to hang out tonight, which will be really fun for a bit before I have to go again. So sad. So sad. Oopsies. Yeah, blame Colin for the shorter stream today. No, it's on me. I had a little too many things on the schedule today. We had the challenge in the Discord, which was so much fun, man. Yeah, and really great work. I learned a lot during that one today. Every time I learned so much about myself, about my process, about everything. It's great. So what else do we have going on here? All right, well, this engine thing has some engine-y stuff going on. So let's say it's got some little engine motifs, right? And this is all just like nonsensical visual library stuff, you know? Like if you've looked at like a lot of engines, you know this stuff. Salmon says, Colin, we blame you. Blame Colin. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Yes. Cool. And of course you want to hit this thing with some cool rim light too. Yeah, what's insane is that I've been living in New York for so long, and Colin and I literally haven't hung out the entire time I've been here. It's kind of comical. It's pretty funny. Can't believe it, man. Well, we're finally making it happen, so it's okay. All right. We need a pretty distinct value change here, so we're going to do some darker values. Sweet. Not too dark though. And that'll be like clear-ish. It'd be like that sometimes. It's true. It's very true. Very true. kind of cool fold up wings. I love that idea of like fold up wings. I've always liked that idea. It's like a cool motif for me. We want to make it cleaner though, so we'll fix it in the actual drawing. We'll make it look really good. Dude, no worries, Colin. You can just catch the next one, bro. It's all good. All right, let's try and be a little bit faster blocking this stuff in. So the read here, I feel like the read's pretty good. On the comp, the read's pretty good. We have a ship. Ship is being backlit. I'm feeling like maybe we have some elements that are... Excuse me? Oh, this layer's a multiply layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Oopsie. We love being on the wrong layer. Oh, I was drawing on the line art layer. Epic. Dude, so epic. There we go. Simon says, so the dragon challenge is for August. By the way, last year did an awesome crocodile dragon. Dude, he did do an awesome crocodile dragon. He's been doing some really cool dragons out of that challenge. It's been great to see. Growing a lot through it too, which is nice. Nice. Some certain things we can knock back. So even though it's cast under haze, we can still bring things back into darkness. And this is the thing with working grayscale and doing this kind of stuff, is you can kind of push things forward and back as you wish, and like you're kind of controlling the light. So you can choose sort of what remains in shadow and what stays in the light, which is nice. You can do it too with the bits of cloth as well that are holding the window. Make them a little darker. All right, this is starting to come to life a little bit. And this is the power of lasso tool and airbrush, or just soft brush, I guess, opacity soft brush, is that you can just create some really cool shapes. Really cool shapes, really cool feelings. It's nice. It's nice, it's fun, we love it. It's great. Some more darkness stuff over there. I want to maybe have a vignette-y feel too. Yo, what up, Zach? Zach in the chat. Dude, Zach Cossey is a great artist. Definitely look up Zach if you can. Zach is a cool artist guy. How you doing, Zach? It's going to be crazy when everyone starts posting the art telephone stuff, eh? Cool artist guy is actually what I put on my resume. That's funny, Zach. You should have said, cool artist guy is my father. Sweet. Cool. All right, this is starting to feel kind of sick. Yeah, I think the next question is We're not really question. I think we're going to maybe try and knock everything back a bit. Oh, Zach said he's doing well. Nice. So happy to hear that, man. Seen a lot of the art telephone stuff go up. Oh, sick. Yeah, I got to finish mine ASAP so I can post it. That'll be fun. Ooh, I have some stuff here that I accidentally drew on the wrong layer. Rip. It's okay. We can nimbly cut it out a little. Not too bad. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Oh, here too, actually. Oh, we did it on all the wings. That's totally fine. Cool. So we're giving ourselves opportunities here to have some bolder shadows where we want them, so things aren't too cluttered, right? Yeah, so if we really want to create clarity here, then we'll do some pretty serious value shifts. So like in the background area, if we want to knock everything back, we can do like a cool thing. I'll show you guys. Cool. Okay, so we have this layer here. I guess we just go on top, I suppose. Not the most graceful approach, but we're going to do it. Or actually, we can just draw on top. That's fine. So you can push everything into a much lighter value. This is if we're going for like a hierarchy kind of image, right? Which I think this room needs. I feel like it needs a lighter value than what we had before. And then we're just going to select out some of the lighter areas, I think, for fun. Or is this too much? We're just messing around here. Cool. Cool. We can just go back, to be honest. This is fine. I feel like it's possible that we need some more stuff. I feel like we definitely need some more like things in this space. It's not feeling quite like a hangar thing like yet. I feel like we need maybe a couple more ship guys. Well, let's think about this compositionally. What do we got going on? Well, right now we have I think I want it to take up more of the space, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I think I want it to be a little bit more larger than life. Because remember, this ship is huge. We want it to feel like super epic. So maybe we go... Let's remove the values for now. Oh man, I can't believe I did this on the line art layer. Why? It's okay, it's not a big deal. Sick. Oh wait. Oh, that's fine. It was a separate layer the whole time. Could have just done that. Cool. So when I sketched it out, I wasn't thinking about values like that, which is why doing quick little value blockouts is really good for design. We got Woof in the chat. Welcome back. Working on a new scene today. We're going to be on for another 15-ish minutes before we got to call it, but that's fine. So now that I'm here, I'm thinking maybe, you know, I love Vinny and Marlon. These guys are great. We love them. They've yet to be finished, but they're going to be fun. And Vinny as well. He's a funky guy. Bit of a funky guy. I have this like scene for them where I guess it doesn't have to be that big, does it? It can actually be quite small, this scene. We can have it be much smaller because this is going to be an A4 page lengthwise. So that's a fine read. And then I'll maybe do some text underneath. Some exposition. Text. Designing for a book is always cool. I always enjoy it. Man, seeing a book like done in your hands, that's going to feel so good. It's going to be such a payoff, man. That's like what's keeping me going through making this. All right, so let's increase all of this, maybe omitting that. So we're going to make these guys bigger. That way they can kind of be getting hit by the light too in a funny way. So they can be kind of placed in the scene more rather than being like in a separate kind of compartment. And this stuff we can move over. So the middle of the page is already a bit to the right. So let's move it a little bit more to the left. So it's closer. HG says, have you designed for a book before? Yeah, a bunch of times. It's great. It's good fun. I once handmade a book that was like all cutouts and the cutouts layered on top of each other, and like it was really cool for a project once, but I probably should have kept it, but I think I gave it to somebody who was interested in it. They're like, I want to show this to a guy. I'm like, okay, you can have it. Probably should have kept it. Cool. So now that we have a bit more real estate, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually is a lot. A bit more real estate here, because if we do the little page, I have like a little page overlay to show where the half point is. So the half point is like right there. The seam be about right there. Now that I know where that is, I want to take the elements that we have here. I want to make them bigger, because remember we put the ship on another layer, so we can just keep it there. What if the circle was like the whole page and you saw, maybe not all of it. Maybe there's an inner and outer circle. Ooh, I like that. So what if there was like a circle here? We'll get rid of the rail for now. We can redesign that idea, because I think it's cool having things on a rail that like get like chunked out and then dropped. Like that's fun, but we can expand on that in greater detail. So keeping with our original idea, one thing that we can do is we can have like this cool circle design, and we can like double it for scale and do like a cool overlappy vibe. Maybe like another layer of it, but it's like held together with like the kind of overlapping sheets that we were kind of designing before. So it's like half covered. Maybe. That's kind of cool. Because it's nice having like an echo of a shape in the design, right? Kind of the cool layers and everything. That way we have, in terms of like shape balance on the page, most of this is going to be mid-tone dark, and then this will be our highlight spot with like breaking through as well across. And that's going to be the shape that you see when you see the big ship. It's going to be this circular shape right here. That's going to be cool. My watch just told me to stand. All right. So we've taken this about as far as maybe I want to on the stream. I'll continue working on this off stream for sure, but because this is a shorter one, maybe we'll do some expressions. It's a bit more entertaining, I feel. Not that I am a slave to entertainment, but I do want to leave you guys with something fun. So we'll do some drawings of Kel, and I'll leave you with that today. We're ending in about 10 minutes. Let's make sure our brush is in unity with the last session we did. I want to make sure that we're across the same size. Man, this brush needs even more work. So I was doing some work with this brush. And oh no, because I never saved it, did I? Depth, yeah. Also, I'm going to drop the brushes pretty soon. My brush pack, I'm going to drop my go-to sketch brushes and stuff on the Patreon pretty soon. And that'll just be with the regular $3 contribution if people want. There we go. That's perfect. I knew something was missing. It was a bit of depth. So let's save this. 12. What if we say 15? Is that too much? $15's pretty dark, but I like it. What if we say 13? 13's perfect. Leave it at 13. Boom. Woof says, how do you design a good brush? Or how do you define a good brush? If it does what you need it to do, that's a good brush, man. So we're gonna... New brush preset. We're going to call it Fun Sketch Bold. Or Bict, apparently. Cool. Cool. Yeah, if the brush is doing what you need it to do, then that's good. It should, I feel like a brush should invite the use to it. You know what I mean? Like if you have a fun, soft, sketchy brush, like it makes you want to draw with it. We're going to reduce this down even more. I had it at, what's it called? 10%, but I almost feel like 7% or even 7% is almost better because I didn't give myself a roadmap, a clear roadmap. I gave myself a loose roadmap. So let's look at this drawing of Kel. Is this good enough for our purposes? We need it to be clear. Sandman says, how do you approach shading under the chin of characters in this head pose? It depends. So shading, it depends on where the light's coming from, but it's a form like everything else, right? So if light was hitting from above or hitting from the top down, then you would see it not hit as much on the peak, but you would kind of see it hit towards this point, you know, more. I mean, it would probably hit here too. Kind of vibe, but that's less important. We'd probably have it hit the whole underside just for shape. It would hit a little bit under the eyes because we know his brow comes forward a little bit. So it would hit here. The light would hit here. Definitely under the nose for sure. Nostrils would be dark. It would hit the rim of the lip, but you wouldn't really notice too much below this area. When it comes to the chin here, we can see from the drawings that we have of Kel that his chin kind of has a little divot vibe. So like you would see it start to go dark here, you know, and then you'd have it, because he has a sharp jaw, you just see it under the jaw. But then with a pose like this, obviously there would be some bounce light. So bounce light would, you know, kind of like soften a lot of this. But if there's no bounce light, then whatever, right? But yeah, it's just thinking of planes of the face as planes of the face. They're just forms like any other form. It's a great way to stay on top of things, man, for sure. Let's close some of these Photoshop files out too, actually. You see my thumbnail here? Cool. Cool. All right, we're closing out on time. Can't do a whole lot of stuff in a short amount of time, can you? That's okay. Today was very chill. Simon says, oh, I see. Thank you. I never considered the bounce light. Bounce light will get you, man. And again, it depends on how you're drawing it and for what purpose the drawing is for. He's got big chunky teeth, so we want to make sure his teeth feel really big and chunky here. In this drawing, I'm tempted to have his mouth open a little bit. It's kind of like, meh, you know? Meh. How'd that look? Meh. That would lower his chin, obviously. When the jaw opens, the chin is lowered. Be like, meh, you know? Could be worth having an expression that does that. These are going to be pretty pushed expressions, so they don't have to be 100% accurate, eh? Excuse my Canadianisms, sometimes they come out. I'm not nationally Canadian, but I spent so many years there. Sometimes I say eh. Cool. And again, apologies today for my low energy, man. It's been a pretty intense week. All right, let's check my route. Let's see if I can squeeze in an extra little 5 minutes here. Just an extra little 5 minutes, eh? All right. I got a second maybe. Oh, Mojo, you joined right when we're starting to wrap up maybe. It's 2 for 2, I think. So this character is very intense. We want to show the intensity. So if we're going to do one thing, we got to do it all the way, right? We don't want to have an expression that is half one thing, half another. So if I start to open his mouth a bit more, we could really lose the energy. opening his mouth too much here could be a bit of a problem. So I feel like maybe we want it to just be a little bit. He's just kind of like, hey. He's like, you know, or he's a little confused. He's like, flip it to check for continuity. Things are off immediately. That's okay. That's why we check it. Whenever you're doing expressions like this, really stretchy expressions, always flip canvas, man. Even if it's unpleasant, always flip your canvas. You're going to catch things that you wouldn't have caught otherwise. And that is you catching it is better than an art director seeing it and you don't notice it and going, oh, maybe not this guy. Sorry. Shouldn't talk about employment so much. We're just talking about story here. Meh? Mojo says, Gabriel, do you schedule your streams and challenges around when I happen to be busy? Man. Maybe. I mean, Friday's a pretty busy day for everybody. I kind of know with Friday, I'm catching people who don't have plans. And I'm becoming a person who doesn't have plans. So, you know. What was the original? Okay, good to know. So the goal of an expression sheet like this is to show all the planes of the face and also to show a lot of the breaking points of the face. Like you want to show how wide a character's mouth can be opened. You know, how extreme things can be pushed. This is going to determine the breaking points that the 3D modeler and rigger is going to put into the actual rig, right? They're going to design around that. Again, a great example of that is to look at the making of Arcane. They have some great shots of that where you see the breakpoints of the characters and also like certain changes of the characters they have on sliders. It's really cool. So yeah, if we're gonna track how light hits it, light is gonna be hitting like, yeah, this top plane, back in this plane. And then this is all pretty convex or concave here. None of this is really going to get hit, but the tip of the chin, this little part's going to get hit with light. Under the lip is not going to get hit with light. Cool. Let's do another one before we leave, before we depart. Oh, we can't leave out the eyeshadow. Always make sure we know. Gonna mark out those spots so we can darken them later when we do the sketch. Could try this one for fun. So we have his big old chompers. Damn, we make him really big here. Rawr. But he's that kind of character that would make this kind of face, right? So this is the absolute widest his mouth can go. That's what we want to show. We know his mouth goes back really wide because of this shape here, right? So we want to make sure that that's evident here. It's hitting that back point, coming down. Remember, we have a certain amount of squash and stretch that we're allowed to use here. This project is geared a little bit more towards kind of like animation-y kind of world, so we're kind of allowed to spend a little more loony points, you know? Man, if you guys have seen the new One Piece, wow, there are like no rules anymore, man. It's great. It's really cool. People can just do what they want with the work. It's like really interesting. But yeah, showing, if you don't want to break every tooth into individual teeth, showing even just where the gums are adds a lot to believability. So yeah, having that here really helps a lot. We had his tongue out, right? You could even have his tongue like as its own entity here. Blah, blah, right? We want that. Blah. Cool. I should do more character stuff, man, like this. This is like way better. This is like way better eye-catchy stuff. And people really want to learn this stuff, so I should do it. Sandman says, yeah, but now they have to amp up the bad guys without making it look off. You know, it's true. That is true. World rules are universal, right? What you do to one character, you kind of have to do to every character. And such is life. We'll do this kind of lip curling over on this side, just to give a little bit of that kind of turn almost, you know? Because your jaw can turn. So we want to show that even here. Maybe it's even more open on this side. All right, guys, we're looking like we're hitting my deadline for time I'm allowed to spend today streaming, so I gotta go. Usually I don't have something like this that I have to absolutely leave for, but today I do. But let's say for a minute, let's look at our original design. All right. So we have a bit of an eyelid sitch going on. He's got the guy liner happening, so guy liner is happening here for sure. Give him really angry eyes. This is like his war cry moment, right? I'm even doing the face. I always do that. I always do the faces that my characters make when I'm drawing them. Do you guys do that too? His cheekbone here. His lower lip. Sick. All right, we'll definitely finish this guy later. I might do a bonus weekend stream. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Which, if I do a bonus weekend stream, you will be notified. If you have notifications on, great reminder to turn notifications on, guys. If you want to catch the stream. Nope. If you don't want to catch the stream, then turn notifications off, because that'll tell you when they're on. So definitely turn them off. Yeah, turn them off, Mojo. Never catch any stream ever again. All right, we're finding the energy here, right? Blah, blah, blah. Actually, it's not a smile, so we would see the full open eye. Smiles don't restrict our eyes, but it looked pretty good. Wow, that's going to be a great expression when it's done. It's going to round out the page really nice. It's kind of up energy, out energy. It's going to be feeling really good. All right, guys, this was fun. Fun just working on some random stuff with everybody. Thanks for bearing with today. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. So, yeah, if you want to catch more streams in the future, you can definitely subscribe. You can ring the notification bell and all that stuff if you like the stream, which I know we didn't get up to much this time, but you can like the video if you want to. It's all good. And if you want to be part of our Discord community, that is linked to the Patreon. You can go in the description. You can support the stream if you want to. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Possibly tomorrow. No promises. All right. Much love, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.